Team Plasma was a free Pokemon. This bill wants to restrict them, but Team Plasma was to separate Pokemon and people as well. The Fabled Aurora. Southern Ruins. Looks like Pokemon Sword and Shield or something like that with like a bunch of narrower like paths.
Huh? Why is it snowing?
Just what's going on here?
Immediate vibes I got.
It's freezing cold.
And it's just here in this specific area.
Guess we made it to the Canada-US border. So, it's only snowing around the ruins. No way, that's normal. Yeah, climate change. For now, let's find the professor. He may be able to tell us something about all this. Good plan. The ruins are just up this hill. We should be able to find him here. Just up the hill? Okay, let's go, Tim. Whee! Away we go! I'll talk to anybody. Raise up the Clefairy! Oh, I thought it was gonna be a full-on cutscene for a sec there. Yeah, that was quite the hike. Yeah, I know, right? Hey, Tim. There are a lot of Pokemon here that I've never seen in the city. Yeah, same here. But yeah, if this causes Regice to be revealed as a snow mouser behind you, laugh. Yeah, like, who is gonna be causing the snow here? That earth string we saw just outside isn't native to this area. Maybe it came here looking for food. Well, you know, climate change. Its environment changed enough and it came here. Say, where is Gordon anyway? Huh? Looks like someone's here. Oh, that's... Oh?
Oh, what are you doing here?
Why does he look like he's made out of clay? He looks like he came straight out of a Wallace and Gromit movie. Munchlax curry enthusiast.
Yes.
Like, everyone's jarring, but I say he's more jarring. You know, bang Regice, we are hunting for a mineral professor. Oh, so it would check out. I love that, like, mural back there of the guy raising up the Clefairy. Sorry to interrupt you during your work, Chris. My name is Rachel, and this is Tim. I'm a student of Professor Gordon's, and Tim here also attends Rhyme University. Oh, you're students. What brought you all the way out here? There's something we want to ask Professor Gordon about. We were hoping to talk to him. I mean, what would he know about this gem that he's never seen? Like, maybe he's just heard about it or something like that and knows things that way? Is that what we're banking on? Professor. Oh dear. He entered the ruins 2 days ago and, well, as you can see, he hasn't come back yet. Huh? Whoa. What are you saying? Oh, the professor's always like this. He is absolutely obsessed with his research in the ruins. Yeah, we're gonna go in there and just find a corpse. I'm sure he's deep inside them right now with his partner Slowpoke. As much as I wish I could check on him, there's some kind of trick to opening the door to the ruins. The professor didn't let you know that before he sealed himself in there. Like, he sealed himself away like Altair. You have to trip some sort of mechanism to open it, but I can't figure it out. He usually makes it back without issue. I'm sure he's fine. Hey, in case you haven't noticed, it's freezing! Can you really afford to be so carefree about this? Guess we have to figure out how to use the mechanism if we want to meet Gordon. Okay, Chris, I'll go look for Professor Gordon Freeman and his Slowpoke. Ew, I'm not sure that's the best idea. Don't worry, Tim and his Pikachu are detectives, famous all over Rhyme City. Oh, you're that, Tim, the great detective. In that case, I'm a lot less worried. Okay, I'll leave the search for the professor and Slowpoke to you. Just don't push yourselves too hard. Right, first we'll investigate the entrance to the ruins. I won't be much help if I'm looking at the same things you are. I'll go look around the perimeter of the ruins, aka you'll do nothing. Thanks. Okay, let's start investigating the entrance. Maybe I gotta lift up a Clefairy. Or maybe Pikachu here, I just lift up. Okay, let's take a close look and figure out what sort of mechanism we're working with. Lift up my Pikachu. I see a pressure plate to the right there. Careful not to miss any details. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't even know if this has any Gen 9 Pokemon. Like, I either haven't seen any yet, or I just haven't known Gen 9 Pokemon well enough to be able to identify. It is possible that it might only go up to Gen 8. Let's see. Where should we look first? I don't know, maybe that? This tile right here has a design carved into it. Okay. What do you suppose this design means? I have no idea. I'm not an archaeologist. Fair enough. Might have meant something to Gordon, though. Imagine if this does involve the Reggies, but it involves the getting to the Reggies in such a way as, like, when they were originally introduced. Like, you gotta read Braille, you know? Imagine. I wonder. I can't wait to get into the ruins and be required to read Braille. It's some sort of picture on the door. I still think that's so dumb. You know, how did Game Freak think like, oh, going to Spear Pillar with a flute is too hard for our players to figure out. But, oh, go to all these specific tiles and literally just read Braille easy. Is fair enough. Yeah, must be some kind of relief. Relief on the door. Okay. Looks like a person holding up a Pokemon. Yeah, it does. I think it's a clue about the mechanism. I stand on the mechanism and hold up Pikachu. I think we've checked everything that stands out. Yeah, I just gave the place a quick glance, but I think we've got plenty to work with now. Yeah, so go step on the thing and lift up Pikachu. Because, yeah, it does kind of look like a Reggie pattern. But, yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. Well, we looked all around the door, but we still don't know how to open it. Well, I mean, I'm sure that the, you know, I'm sure that given enough time, the developers and, like, people working on individual base at Game Freak can probably make something just fine if given the time. Like, it's probably just, like, the head honchos of Game Freak that are just like, yeah, we're gonna rush this out no matter how it goes out, and then, you know, this is the way that's gonna end up. Well, or maybe it's a mix of both. I don't know. Because, you know, the way that comes out is still, like, yikes. And, you know, cases like this makes me wonder, like, is Creatures Inc. part of this nefarious plot here, considering how their own video game is turning out? I looked around the door, looked all around the door, but we still don't know how to open it. Looks like Chris was right. Won't open unless we activate some sort of mechanism. And it's not a coincidence that it's a Clefairy. Like, Clefairy was once gonna be, like, Ash's partner rather than Pikachu, and there was a time that they were thinking about making Clefairy the mascot instead. So, like, you know, similar form kind of Pikachu here, like, similar role that it would have filled. Lifting a Clefairy, you know, that fits more with, like, an ancient mural thing, but can clearly be substituted as Pikachu. Like, come on, I gotta lift Pikachu onto the plate. Mechanism to get this door open. Even after investigating the area, we still can't figure that out. Are you sure? Makes sense. We're not archaeology experts after all. I think we should use our own methods to solve this. What do you mean? Our detective skills. You know, conducting investigations, interviewing witnesses, booking people for life, all that jazz. Chris might know more about the ruins. Maybe someone saw Gordon open the door. Like, who? Oh, you mean the Pokemon who lived here? Just stand on the plate and lift Pikachu, damn it! Exactly. Let's go interview witnesses and see if we can round up clues. Oh my god.
Great detective tip number 3.
Did we skip 2?
Learn from past cases. You may notice a pattern similar to a case you solved before.
I kind of hate it when games, you know, are at a point where it's like, hey, I've clearly figured it out, I know what to do, but then just force you to, you know, go and find out 100% sure first anyway. Blueberries growing around here. I think those are Koba berries. Wow. Yeah, they mention how their tech is generations behind and it will sell well as something the higher ups use. Like, I've seen that with the, you know, the thingamabobs there, the employer review stuff. But was one of the things that they mentioned is that their tech is generations behind? Like, I do remember the bits about, like, it'll sell well, and that's what the higher ups say, so. Munchlax appears to be Chris's partner. Ask you anything, huh? Don't mind if we do. But yeah. Yeah, I don't really know a whole lot about Baldur's Gate. I know that at least the first title, I don't know if the second one, was made here in the city that I live. And now, like, 3 was made, like, what kind of company was it? Was it Polish? Was it somewhere else? I don't remember. But some other group in Europe there. Yeah, that's what I keep on seeing, and, like, all the clips of it that I see online, like, it looks so polished. I know nothing about the gameplay. From the smidge I've seen, I just see, like, clicking around to guide your characters. And, you know, all the actions and stuff that you have at the bottom of the screen. That is literally all I know about the gameplay. But, like, the cutscenes and stuff that I've seen, like, absolutely stellar. It looks so decked out. It looks like there's so many options and stuff. Oh, it looks like the Doogie wants to come down here and join me now. So, I know basically nothing about Baldur's Gate, but honestly, like, I've thought about looking into and, like, playing that game if I had the time, because, like, wow, that just straight up looks really good, you know? Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 were made by Larian, as the original company doesn't exist anymore. Really? I thought it was, no, it wasn't Beamdog. Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna take the Doogie down. I'll be back in a minute. my grand return here. You know, I looked over at OBS there and, you know, just, you know, briefly saw these dialogue options, and I thought that it was like Windows having an error or something for a second because, you know, similar colored box and stuff. So, yeah, there's that. The doggy's down here with me now. Let's see here. Playing it currently in Act 2 and alright pays off stuff you did in Act 1 perfectly, huh? That's neato. Hold on, let me just look this up. Baldur's Gate. What was the, original one? Because, let's see here. Okay, it just credits BioWare here originally. Because, yeah, I thought... Okay, yeah, Beamdog was involved. They were labeled as one of the publishers under it. And Beamdog was started by, like, some ex-BioWare employees. So developers BioWare and Snowblind Studios. Interesting. Interesting. And Beamdog is listed under it as well. Because, yeah, that was who I was under the impression of having developed it, was Beamdog. You know, Beamdog just released their new video game, like, a few weeks ago, being Myth Force, and we actually did a playthrough of that. That was kind of fun. But, yeah, so when Baldur's Gate 3 came out, I was like, oh, that must be a Beamdog thing as well. Nope, it was made by a completely different studio, and Beamdog was working on Myth Force. And if I look up Baldur's Gate 2, let's see here. Baldur's Gate 2. Developers BioWare and publishers Black Isle Studios, Interplay Entertainment. Okay, so just a general BioWare thing, but has since gone to this other studio. So this other studio get just like the rights? Was it sold to them or something like that? If it's not BioWare doing it, also looks like my chat's broken, so I gotta turn it off and on again. Huh, interesting. And I see that she is currently, you know, cozied up alongside here and tucking her head right along the shelf where she knows the treats are, because she's used to coming down here, and the first thing that she gets is a treat from me. Okay, I will give you a treat. But then it's time to settle down, okay? There you go. But yeah, Interplay made the OG Fallout games. Didn't know they published Baldur's Gate 2. Huh. Interesting. But yeah, so I knew that Baldur's Gate was like one of the things that my city here was known for in terms of like gaming industry kind of stuff. Known for things like Baldur's Gate, Mass Effect, and Dragon Age. And all of that. Those, like, all big BioWare things that my city was known for. So, you know, I heard about Baldur's Gate 3 coming out, and I was like, oh, that must be like a Beamdog thing or BioWare, whatever the heck, one of those two there. Nope, some studio that I had never heard of before, so... I don't know, maybe one of these days I'll look into the story of how exactly that came to be. But from what I've seen of, like, gameplay clips and stuff like that, Baldur's Gate 3 does look really good. Like, usually watching gameplay of other games, I'm usually not tempted to be like, oh, I should play that too. You know, it's usually just like, huh, that's interesting stuff with that game. But that's one where it's like, wow, I am playing so many games on this channel that are like this, where it's like quickly pumped out. You know, because I play a lot of Nintendo game stuff around here, that, you know, playing an actual massive AAA game that looks like it's really fleshed out and not just like some typical pump out big bucks filled with microtransaction kind of thing. It's like, wow, that actually makes me want to play that video game. How about you, Munchlax? What are you doing here? It says he's helping Chris. So what help do you do? Your job is to eat a lot so there's no leftovers at the end of the day? Like he's just a glutton. About the Professor Snowpoke. Whatever. Husband Gordon's partner Slowpoke, like. It says Slowpoke's always with the big man. Must mean Professor Gordon. Slowpoke is really nice, and he sometimes lets you eat his tail. And his tail's sweet and delicious. It's like Slowpoke is pretty generous. Professor Gordon. You know what Gordon was doing when he entered the ruins? Was he eating something while he investigated the ruins? He must have been in quite a hurry if he was snacking and researching at the same time. What did Gordon do after that? I was pressing A so often, being like, yeah, come on, next thing, next thing, next thing. So this text immediately shot up, because, you know, I pressed A and right at the time that it came up. But it did take a hot second there. Moving around strangely near the entrance. He was acting so weird, a Pokemon up in a tree started laughing at him. So it wasn't just Munchlax and Chris that were watching the professor. That Pokemon saw him too. What happened after that? Next thing he knew, Gordon was gone. Let's ask him more about that other Pokemon. Pokemon in the tree. Right. Munchlax, you said there was a Pokemon watching Gordon from up in a tree. What kind of Pokemon was it? You don't know because you've never seen that kind of Pokemon before, huh? Where'd it go? It says it disappeared down that path to the left. It's always better to hear what each Pokemon has to say to make sure we've talked to them all. So find the Pokemon that was up in the tree and interview it. Hi. Swadloon. Find safety in swaddling. Is swaddling actually a term? Because I haven't heard of it before. Poor Swadloon is all wet. It looks so cold. It's no wonder in this weather. Do we have any way to help warm it up? Oh, well. That's something I'm going to have to end up doing. This is the only tree without any berries growing on it. What kind of tree is it then?
Tim!
What?
A bolt of... Oh, wait. Oh, no, never mind. Sorry. I thought I was gonna have a bolt of brilliance. Guess it was just a false alarm. Sorry.
Yeah, he definitely looked better on the 3DS. I have no doubt there. Eldegoss has thick cotton fluff. It sure is a fluffy Pokemon. Down the path. There was this tree here, but like... Okay. Not that way. But, here? Red berries are growing here. These look like Haban berries. Hi. First ring. Exercise extreme caution. He's just chilling here. Oh, it's an Ursa ring. You don't see those back in Rhyme City very often. You sure don't look very happy. Ursa ring, is something wrong? Came all this way from a faraway bamboo forest with your Ursa ring friend to look for food. Now your friend has been missing for days. Well, a pair of Ursa ring, it's like my favorite game, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. I can see why it's worried. Let's help Ursa ring search for its friend. Yeah, it may be in the middle of an investigation, but I'm worried about that other Ursa ring. Do you have any information that might help our search? Last time you saw your friend, he was headed towards the ruins. Sounds like that other Ursa ring may be inside then. Okay, we'll let you know if we find your friend. I thought they would have a blue marker above their head if they were to give a side quest. Maybe he did and I just didn't notice. Something. Inferno, fiery tail, burning spirit. Well, your flame could definitely warm up the Swadloon, but I don't know about warming you up. It's a Inferno. Probably lives around here. It doesn't look too happy. Doesn't like how cold it's gotten so suddenly. So you'd think they would be taking shelter, but mind if we ask you some questions? Are you Monferno?
Hey.
Can't you create fire, Monferno? I think that would help you deal with the cold. Oh, it's so cold that it's hard to heat up your flame. It says it might leave this area if this cold continues much longer. I guess it prefers warm places. I hope the weather gets better soon. About the snow.
Hey.
Snowfall's pretty rare here, isn't it? This is the first time you've seen snow here when it's not winter. When did the snow start? A few days ago, it says. Right when some humans arrived. Clouds suddenly started to gather from above the ruins. Then it started to snow. It's really strange that the snow is only falling around the ruins. Yeah, maybe we'll learn more if we pay them a visit. Have you seen Professor Gordon? Have you seen any humans around the ruins? We saw some people start a campfire in front of the entrance. No way! Like the campfire that's currently there? Why? Why is that important testimony? Maybe I saw Chris and the professor setting up camp, unless this is a group like before that point, unless timeline doesn't match up or something. Inferno thinks it's hilarious how hard those humans had to work to make a small campfire. You know, Monferno, humans can't just create fire like you do. Alright, well. Some pink berries are growing here. Yeah, those are Nana berries. Oh, great. Me again, detective, remember me? Who are you again? Oh, come on, it's me, the quiz professor. Now, let's get started on today's Pokemon quiz. Answer the correct Pokemon, and I'll give you some fun trivia about that Pokemon as a reward. She was at the park in Rhyme City, too. We're actually pretty busy right now. Okay, question number 1. So she made the trip all the way out here to where the professor's doing this research. Just so she can, by chance, give us another quiz again. A winged Pokemon has a round body and adorable eyes. Correct Pokemon will be found close by, so get out there and find it. She's not listening to us at all. Well, if we happen to come across the answer, I guess we can tell her. Yeah. Some yellow berries are growing here. That must be peanut berries. Can I use, like, rock smash stuff? I can't go onto the frozen lake. Hi there. Lotad. Lotad. Someone had fun doing those lines. But now they're not making sounds anymore. Those are Lotad. This thing is so cheerfully. Could have fooled me. Sorry to bother you when you're having so much fun. Do you mind if we ask you some questions? Oh, you Lotad?
Hey.
The three seem really happy. Take care you're not bothered by the cold. Said a little cold snap like this is no problem when they can sing. They want to hurry up and evolve because it's their dream to dance together. We should ask Ludicolo at the Hi Hat Cafe to join them then. I was under the impression this was quite a ways out from Rhyme City, not exactly close by. You three always lived here. So you love it here because it's warm and has plenty of food. Shame the weather's like this now. Apparently, they're just fine, but they're worried about the other Pokemon around here. The snow stops soon. Seen Professor Gordon? Have you seen a human with a Slowpoke around here? Sounds like they haven't seen anything because they've been here singing the whole time. Gotcha. Thanks anyway.
Tim, over here. Hey, Lotad.
It's in case I use it for a thumbnail, I guess.
Floating on the water.
No, I'll probably forget.
Wow.
Probably won't
What
find
a
this
way to
exact
live.
moment again. Might forget. Who knows? Maybe I'll find it and then use it as a thing. Who knows? Some blueberries are growing here. I think they're yache berries. Ah, yak berries. I don't know. Sup? How's it going? Bonnie Leaf Taylor. If it does turn out that all I needed to do was stand on that pressure plate and lift Pikachu, I'm actually gonna be so mad. It's Levani. He's kind of anxious. Do you think there's something wrong? Hey, Levani. Something bad happen? I see. It's worried because some Swadloons still haven't come home. Levani's gone looking for them a lot already and can't find them anywhere. With how cold it is here, I can see why Levani's worried. If we find the Swadloon, let's tell them to come home. Good idea. Apparently there are 2 Swadloon missing. 2 of them. Got it. Oh, there's a dude up there that I'm seeing. Okay, Levi. Leave those Swadloon to us. Nah, don't worry about it. I'm gonna look for them while we're conducting our other investigations. Wants us to deliver these clothes to the Swadloon when we find them because they're probably shivering and it's cold. These are clothes for Swadloon? Yeah. Levani can use their sticky silk to weave clothes out of leaves. Okay, got it, Levani. We'll search for those Swadloon and deliver these clothes to them too. So you just sit tight and stop worrying. Okay, but can I chat with you though? Probably not. Doesn't seem like... Yeah, Tim looks so weird. Mr. Man and his Zigzagoon. Well, hello there!
Yes.
Oh, what are you up to all the way out here? I'm a fossil collector. I travel all over the world searching for new additions to my collection. This is my partner, Zigzagoon. Zigzagoon gets the dedicated intro. Rock Smasher. Oh! So you're important then. Fossils, huh? Do you really think you'll find some here? Ha! Do you have any idea how incredible these ruins are? There are countless fossils buried around here, just waiting to be unearthed. And I intend to do just that. Oh, evidence of an ancient civilization and fossils. Sounds like the kind of place legends are born from. Furthermore, new research has confirmed that the construction of these ruins coincided with a huge meteor shower. Hundreds of meteorites are said to have fallen from the sky and landed here. Yes, here! Ah, truly, these ruins are the stuff of legends. I hope you're able to find some fossils. Thank you. Oh, before I forget, you happen to know of the hit game Among Us? You happen to know of any Pokemon that are capable of breaking this boulder? There's something behind it. I can feel it in my bones. It might even be a fossil. My Zigzagoon usually helps me with this sort of thing, but the little fellow's poor paws are frozen numb. We don't want to have trudged all the way out here for our fossil excavation just to be stopped by some nippy weather, you know? Yeah, I just wish there was something we could do. Me too. It's not like either of us could bust a big boulder like that. I'm sorry you got tired. We could just find a Pokemon strong enough to break rocks. This was an issue that I had a little bit during the initial game as well, where it's like, I'm not doing enough stuff that's like actively engaging my brain that I start to like almost start nodding off. Hello is a sandwich. Rowlet, round eyes that look round and round. So this is the first one to that quiz there. It's a Rowlet. Huh. This Pokemon has adorable eyes and a round body. It's like the quiz professor said. You think she was talking about this Pokemon? She must have been. Like, I don't know why I'm feeling tired. I haven't even been awake for like half a day yet. Like, I slept in until noon and it's currently 9 p.m. Okay. Let's go back to that professor and tell her what we found. But can I chat to you about general investigation stuff? No. Sucks to suck, I guess. Charge-a-bug. Contracts, bursts, and expands. They expand? What a strangely shaped Pokemon. Yeah, I don't see these in Rhyme City. Well, I don't know about this Pokemon that was up in the tree that needs interviewing. Hello, detective. Yes, it's Rowlet. Bingo, that's it. Maybe I gave too many hints. Rowlet are nocturnal during the day. They stay still and photosynthesize. When they hunt, they silently sneak up on their prey and then attack it with fierce kicks. If we didn't meet at night, then we might have learned about those sneak attacks the hard way. That's question number 2. A Pokemon has a blocky body, impressive jaws, and will shock you if you touch it. Blocky body? Is it really such a Pokemon? Maybe it's an electric type Pokemon. I guess we can keep an eye out for it. Can't imagine doing this without the run button. I can't believe it's off by default. Oh, you look just like what the quiz professor described. Yeah, she must have been talking about Charge-a-bug. Oh, there's nothing important. Sorry if we startled you. Hey, we know the answer. Let's go tell her. Hi, Detective Judge. By the look on the face, you found the answer. Yeah, but that's just Charge-a-bug. Exactly. Good job. Charge-a-bug eat fallen leaves and convert them into electricity, and they can store that electricity just like a battery. Seems like they'd be pretty useful Pokemon to have in the great outdoors. If only a certain Pikachu had the talent. Hey, Tim, you know I can hear you, right? And now for question number 3. This is the last one. A Pokemon is soft and fluffy all over. Wow, that last question is really vague. Just find the fluffiest Pokemon around these ruins. Soft and fluffy. What if one could be fine for code of mine? I don't know. Maybe that's Swadloon or something. Or maybe the Ursaring. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, wait, what? Oh, we've got things to do here. Well, yeah, chat with a Pokemon that looks like it would climb a tree. Something. Are you soft and fluffy?
Hey.
And head towards the ruins. We'll find. If we find, we'll let you know. Definitely not you. I don't know. Oh, big crater here. I see my stream manager quality just dipped. Hopefully I'm not dropping frames. Okay, yeah, so it's just stream manager then. It's back to normal now. So it literally looks like it didn't go home because it's too cold to move. Let's give it the clothes we got from Levani. What's with the running mechanic feels like a modern Sonic game. And it's off by default. Like, you have to go into options and enable the run button. It's a lot happier now. It looks the exact same. I can get back to Levani, right? He was really worried about you. You should hurry on home, okay? By default, you just normally move around with the left stick. But if you go into options and enable the option for it, you can get a run button with CR. But it's off by default. Eldegoss. It's really fluffy. Ah, that's an impressive amount of fluff. This got the answers to that quiz professor's question. Wow. I don't know about a Pokemon that was up in a tree. And he supposed grows on this tree.
Let me see.
Okay.
Whoa.
Assassin's Creed air assassinated. I fully expected it to be like a Smoliv for a second and actually have some Gen 9 Pokemon. You're huge. This is still the same size, right? I imagine stays the same, but the model blitzes through the terrain. Yep. Ugh. A Passimian was in this tree. Woke you up from your nap? Sorry about that. It's been noisy around here lately because of all the strange visitors. Is it talking about the professor and Chris? Maybe. That's for more details. I feel like there was a group before them. That's what things are being hinted at, right? You live here, Passimian. Apparently, Passimian and his troop have lived here a long time. Says they never have to worry about food because so many berries grow around here. So, it's a pretty easy place to live, I guess. About the ruins. But yeah, I had the most odd encounter with a small kid who I know nothing about. Kid literally knows nothing about your friends and family. For context, went to the library to grab a new book. Knew you had the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy in your bag. That legit scared you. It was just like a psychic. I knew that you had it. It says it's been seeing humans around here recently. Recently. Were there no humans here before? But yeah, just like Pokemon universe psychic there. Apparently psychics are a thing that exists in the Pokemon universe. Humans used to live here a long time ago. Now they're a rare sight. And I only knew that humans used to live here because that's what its grandfather told it. If Humans once lived here. It must have been a really long time ago. But Professor Gordon, you see a human around here with a slowpoke. Saw a human doing something in front of the ruins while you were up in the tree. What was he doing, the human? He was trying to lift Slowpoke up in front of the door. Slowpoke was too heavy to lift. The human started climbing up a tree instead. Yeah, I wanted to lift Pikachu. Simeon also says it was laughing its head off watching them. Professor climbed a tree? What in the world was he up to? But yeah, always good game, goofy moments. Love this game so far. I'm really curious about what Simeon told us. Maybe about Gordon climbing a tree before he entered the ruins. He must have had a reason. Simeon also said the professor tried to lift up Slowpoke, right? You remember, the relief on the door also depicted someone holding up a Pokemon. Do you think there's something on top of the door? Sure sounds possible. Let's go look up there. That's what I thought at the beginning, damn it!
No problem.
Lifting Pikachu
Finally
up.
made it.
Or I guess you can climb the tree.
Anything up there?
Let me catch my breath first. That's no way to treat a Pokemon. This tile has the same design as the one down there.
Oh, we have to step on them both at once.
Mm-hmm.
What did you see on top of the door? There's a tile with the same design as the one on the ground by the door. Same design? Let's think back over what we know. Gordon climbed the tree before entering the ruins. Yeah, it must have been to open the door. Alright, so there's gotta be some sort of key or switch to open it. Yeah, I mean, I thought that it was just lifting up Pikachu on that plate there, and that wasn't the answer, but, you know, it's still pretty close. Some sort of key or switch to open it. You seen anything that fits that description? Yeah, I guess the movie is canon, but also not, or else everyone would be like, hey, isn't Pikachu like your dad? Let's see. Something like a key or a switch. The tile with a unique design. Gotta be that tile with a unique design. I could see that being a switch to open the door. Alright. I think that's pretty likely. Okay, I'll try stepping on it. Yeah. Ah, felt something. It sank down a bit when I pressed on it. Oh, so there's no scene for... It's definitely a switch then. The door still didn't budge. Must be some other way to open it. Try to deduce how, Tim. Yeah, I know. Begin deducing. Figure out how to open the door. Yes. I can tell by that image.
Oh.
There are two switches with the same design. One above the door and one below the door. Maybe the door will open if we press them both. So, I think Gordon climbed the tree to press the switch above the door. Yeah, he had Slowpoke press the one below. Yeah, there was quite a bit of filler stuff in the first Detective Pikachu as well. And maybe all we gotta do is press both switches at once. Let's try it out. And that was one of my complaints in the first game, is, like, I wish that all the investigative stuff that we did had more of a connection to, like, the main plot line and felt like it had more of an impact, instead of just screw around with this random thing over here to be able to progress it all. Or like, oh, you came to the studio here to watch, like, a 1-minute video clip that we have to show you that'll help with your investigation. How about you solve this completely unrelated case and also work as an unpaid intern for us for, like, the next 3 hours before we show you this 1-minute clip? Okay. Let's press both switches at once. Should I go do, the last quiz thing first? You can press the one down here, Tim. I'll get the one up top. Thanks, Pikachu. I know I volunteer, but climbing trees is actually pretty tough. Oh, so is it gonna be, like, mashing again? Oh, no.
Pikachu, you press
Sad.
that one.
There hasn't been much in the way of, like, QuickTime events in this. / mashing. Not nearly anywhere as much as there was in the first game.
Yes!
Open sesame, unless you're allergic.